Good morning, world. Morning run done. It's a glorious morning here in Dublin. Even though that there's some rain on the way, I'll take the glorious morning. I wasn't going to miss the run. Feeling great. Great way to start the week. So there you go. It's a good morning. I tried to wipe the ashes from the floor, throw it on the street and close the door. Things got pretty hot last night. Could it be the turning of the tide? I don't know what I did wrong, but it sure as hell brought down. Good morning. Yeah, it's a songwriting day, Monday, and I'm just looking at my calendar here. I'm going away on tour with Slither in about 2.5 weeks' time. I'll be away for 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 days, which means while I'm away, there's going to be 2 Fridays. Actually, there's going to be 1 Friday while I'm away, 2 Fridays while I'm away, and then 1 Friday when I come back that I kind of want to be prepared for, in the sense of the songs to be released. So basically, in the next 2.5 weeks, I have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs done and ready to go. So today, it's a crunch time. I'm trying to get as much writing done as possible. I'm going to have one song 2/3 of the way there, and I've got an idea for another song. The way I see it, if I could squeeze in like 2 songs per session instead of 1, I'll be well ahead of the game. And then I've got another trip, which I'll start dropping hints about that soon, coming up in September, which again it's going to require me to put the 3-week songs in advance as well. But that's all cool. It's all part of the game. I don't mind that so much. I'm actually looking forward to getting out of Dublin for a little while. It's weird. Since I started the daily vlogging, I kind of had this idea that I'm going to do as much traveling as possible. This is the longest stint I've stayed in Dublin in a long time. I think it's about 5 months I didn't go anywhere outside of Ireland. And I can kind of feel it, the city kind of start to creep on me a little bit. And it's time to get out of here. I personally find that I need to kind of change scenery once in a while, just to get kind of clear the head, and it's part of me. Like, you know, my father was a truck driver, and I spent my youth on the road with him a lot. So it's definitely a part of me, the traveling, and when I don't do it, I do feel a bit kind of trapped after a while. But having said that, there's been other things like moving house that kind of required me to be here, and kind of required kind of time to get settled here, and I'm glad that we did. And but yeah, for the rest of the year, I'll definitely be traveling a bit more. Hopefully, if all comes true, there'll be a couple of nice trips, 4 or 5 nice trips before the end of the year. So that'll be cool. 2 for sure. 2 is already organized, so that's great. Yeah, the first trip is going to be coming up in a few weeks' time. We're heading on the road with Slither. We do our usual summer circuit. We're not going to Italy this year, which I was hoping to, but circumstances kind of swapped around, and we couldn't do it the way we wanted, and certain festivals swapped the dates, and then they started clashing a little bit, and unfortunately we can't be in Italy this year. Hopefully we can do it next year, but I'm really looking forward to going back to Czech Republic and Austria this year, so that'll be cool little trips. Czech Republic will cover a fair bit of ground, and I have a few days off as well, so which gives the time to do a bit of extra vlogging. Even though I'll be vlogging the whole trip for you guys, don't worry about that. I'll have great plans and great drive and great ambition to get all of it on the vlog, so it should be good. But yeah, back in the songwriting, it's going surprisingly well. I think it was the morning run that got me in a good mood and in the right frame of mind to do this, so hopefully we get it done. Talk to you in a bit. Okay guys, I'll show you quickly here. Sorry, I'll set up the camera then. I'm working here. I'm doing a bit of research on, you know, the way I told you before that for the past 5 months I haven't traveled much, but in general I travel a lot, and I kind of want to hack the traveling as much as I can in the next little while. And I'm looking into a few things. I'm trying to figure out the optimal amount of stuff that I can travel with, that will allow me to do the best vlogs possible. So that's obviously going to be the camera setup, which is I know it's been a subject I've talked about a lot lately, and which the only thing holding it back right now is finances. I have kind of a very clear idea of what I need to get. The next thing I want to figure out is the best possible way of traveling with luggage. I'm gonna try to minimize my luggage. I don't know yet which way I'm gonna. There's two kind of ideas I have. One is that I would have one check-in bag, but I keep that as small as possible and as compact and as usable as possible. And sometimes I'm gonna have to have that. It's unavoidable. And then have good backpack, which has then all my camera equipment and as much of like my day-to-day stuff that I need to have with me, and all, you know, have to have room for all the extras as well, what I have to have with me, whether it's drinks or, you know, bottle of water and that kind of stuff when I'm traveling. The laptop definitely has to be in there all the time. I'm not gonna check in that ever. Or the other option is to try to find something that would suffice as one for the both, which would mean I would have a backpack that would be okay to check in any flight no matter where I go. I'll take on board on any flight I would go, but it would also have to have then the separate compartment for the camera stuff as well. I know some of you is going to say just wrap up your camera in clothes. Done that before, it will end up getting damaged, and that's not an option for me. The camera gear I'm about to buy, it might not be for some people the most expensive, but for me it's going to be damn expensive, and it's going to be a very important part of what I do, so I have to treat it like the best I can. It will get damaged somewhere along the line, I know myself, and by the nature of vlogging, you just on the move all the time, and you take cameras in and out all the time, and it will eventually get knocks here and there. But that's fine, because that's in the use. I don't want them to get knocked around in a bag. They have to be safe when they're in there. So I'm looking at all these different options of bags. So here's the thing, guys, give me some suggestions. What's your experience of it? The other thing is that, like, when I say that I go somewhere on a trip, it's easy to say that just take the very, very minimal clothes with you. But at the end of the day, often I'm playing music as well. I'm performing, so I have to get up in front of people and look somehow presentable, you know, like it's part of the job that you look presentable, if you know what I mean. Like, so take that in consideration, and I'm trying to find all the possible hacks around this, of how I can travel as light as possible with all that I need. I'm already looking into, I'm trying to find some sort of good trail running shoes. My current running shoes are Skechers, which I absolutely love. I'm trying to see if Skechers have good trail running shoes that would also double up as kind of good shoes to walk around, and they would look not too much like runners. They would look more like well, just even if they're like darker color runners, and I get away with it. And then maybe get one other pair of shoes, whether it's flip flops or something light for any time I'm anywhere that it isn't winter traveling. And then what I'm also looking at is I'm looking for the possible day back, you know, the ones that fold into like a small bag and then it opens up in a backpack. I'm looking for those ones. If you got any suggestions on them that might be good quality, hopefully not the ones that get damaged straight away. I'm looking into jackets, traveling jackets that then fold out, and hopefully they'll be a little bit weather resistant as well. If you have any suggestions on those, yeah, just send me all your traveling tips, and if you got any, I'd love to hear about them. Also, if there's any companies there that want to kind of help me out with this stuff, I'd love to put their stuff to use and give my honest reviews of them. Just get in contact with me through the vlog. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And the other thing is, as I said, there's going to be quite a few trips between now and the end of the year. So if anybody wants to kind of partner up with me in sense of the camera equipment is going to cost me a little bit of money, and so there's certain finances that I have to figure out somehow. I will figure them out even without help, but if there's somebody who wants to get on board and we could work out a nice little package of how we can help each other out and bring awareness to whatever you're doing to what I do as well. Again, just get in contact with me. It's not a big deal, I'm just putting it out there. I prefer to find this stuff kind of organic way through this little network of ours that we have, rather than trying to go to trying to market myself in a different avenues, because I still like to be in control of the content of stuff that is coming out as much as possible. So hopefully that'll work out. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. And yeah, tell me if you've got any stories, like any of you guys gone backpacking anywhere along the way, what did you bring with you, what did you thought you needed to bring with you, what you wish you didn't bring with you. Give me ideas, give me all these ideas, because I want to really compress all this into really the traveling musicians essential, traveling vlogging musicians essentials. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Just about to head out to the porterhouse. Look at this. It's the mental rain once again. That is Ireland for you. I am never letting go of hope, at least as long as I can cope. I am forgetting what's right or wrong, pretend to stand tall and strong. Where's the porterhouse once again? Another week of sessions ahead of me. Looking forward to it. I'd rather walk away alone. I'd rather walk